Today, we are celebrating the goodness that is taking place in our center. We want to use this medium to appreciate everyone that have believed in us, that have, supported us, that have worked with us to see uh, how we turn the lives of children who were so traumatized because of terrorism and so many things that happened to them, and something good is coming out from their lives today. So we want to use this medium to address each and every one of you in Nigeria and all over the world to know that this place is a good place and something good is coming out of here. Um, Home for the Needy is a place where people come, that are homeless, children that are in the streets, vulnerable children, women that are oppressed, women that are abused, girls and boys. And we've been in existence since 1992. Since 2012, we started working with displaced people from the north of Nigeria and other places, people who never went to school, people who were just lightly educated, and then we gave them good education. Today we have good results that is coming out from their lives. Here we have a young man here who just graduated. He has bagged first class, and all of them you are seeing here, they all have second class upper. This one is a law graduate already. This one read chemical engineering. This young girl from Borno State, Rifkatu Ali, she's a graduate of law. And you can see the good things that is happening here. So we want to draw the attention of the government of Nigeria, of people who have good heart in this country, to see that what we are doing here, we are contributing to government effort. We are doing things to make sure that those who have no opportunity are given opportunity in this country. So I will just let him speak.
I came here in 2014 and I dropped out of school since 2012 due to Boko Haram insurgency that happened in my place. I am from Borno State, Goza local government, Oko community. So I was in SS2 when Boko Haram attacked my school. That was the first time I experienced Boko Haram in Lassa, Federal Science and Technology Lassa. So they attacked our place, and since then, the school was closed indefinitely. And that is how I never went back to school for good 2 years until 2014 that I heard about this place called Home for the Needy. And I heard about this place through my headmaster, primary headmaster, who knew me when I was in primary school. And when he heard about this place, so he find a way how he can reach me. Then I was displacing from one place to another. From Oko community, I displaced to Goza local government, again displaced to Michika. From Michika, went to Yola. From Yola, went to Taraba State. Then my parents also went their way. And the last time I heard, when I was in Michika, my mother was in Cameroon. So I never thought of going back to school after dropping out of school for good 2 years. And I was hustling on my own to go to people's farm. Then I was going to farm just to see what I can eat. They were paying me 200 naira a day, where I would stay in the farm for somebody to work for him, and then he would give me food and then give me 200 naira. That was my bill then. So sometimes we go to people's farm where they harvested like sweet potato, the one that remained from them. That's how we pack and come back and eat. So when my headmaster heard about this place, I don't know how he reached to me, but he called somebody, and then the other person called me. So that's how he now brought me and his daughter here, 2014, to be precise, November. So when I came here, all I wanted was just to have a place where at least I can have food to eat. I will not go back to person's farm to give me 200 naira or give me food to eat. But then I will just have place to sleep, eat, and then probably play. Because since then, my trauma was already, I was not longer fit to just play. All I think was just the gunshot, the dates that we have seen, and the rest. So when I came here, they started encouraging us to go back to school. My daddy here started encouraging us to go back to school. And I started from SS2 here, and we were doing classes under 3. We didn't have class. So, and we hung our board, our chalkboard on the tree, then the teacher will now come and teach us. And then when rain falls, we go back to our houses. And when rain stops, we come back to classes. That's how we have been doing. And we didn't have textbooks then. All we do was the few textbooks we had, this one will read, especially mathematics. And I love maths then. So this one will read, then we'll not tell him, okay, but so hour you will read, then you will give me, I will read. That's how we have been sharing among ourselves. So 2016, that was the first time I sat down and write WAEC, something that I've never thought of writing it again. So I wrote WAEC, and he's one that has been sponsoring me from that SS2, feeding, everything, accommodation, shelter, everything you can think of. That's him. He was the one that has been providing for me up till now. So I wrote my paper 2012, 2014 WAEC. I didn't make it. All was F9. He never gave up. Me, I almost gave up. But he always encouraged us to keep writing. We can do better. We can do better. We can become somebody in society. The society needs us. Don't think you have lost everything. Just forget about everything that's happened to you. Just concentrate. So that is how I now rewrite again in 2015. This time around, I wrote WAEC, NECO, and NAPTEP. All I didn't make it. 2018, I wrote WAEC, NECO, NAPTEP, and I made NAPTEP. So NECO, I mean. So that is the exam I used. I got admission to study chemical engineering in Edo State University. That is another place where I encountered challenge. My thought was, now I've finished secondary school and I'm going to university. It's not even public university that will say, okay, maybe the school fees is low. This one, the school fees is high. The next thing was how we are going to get the money. This one that to feed is even a problem. Our classes are under trees. So where are we going to see this money? So I started thinking maybe I'm going to drop out of school. The school also started, when you don't pay your school fees, you will not write exam. We will not have to write a letter telling them to please allow us to write exam, while our coordinator will work to see how we can get the money to pay our fees. That is how we have been since 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. I graduated, which is this year. And from what I've seen here, how they have encouraged me, how they have, made me to love my education again, I was determined to make a difference. And I went to that school with that determination. I started reading hard. My own was, let me make my coordinator happy, since he has tried to make me happy and bring me back to school. So all I wanted to give him my best. And I said I must get first class. That was the day I stepped my feet to that school. I've been hearing people who graduated in first class. I said, I don't need anything less than first class. So I started reading. I was always going to my class, even if there was no feeding money. I was going to my class, trekking. In fact, in school, they give us a name that we like school. We are trekking. In sun, in every time trekking. In the morning we trek, in the afternoon we trek from here and there to this class, to that class. Sometimes we miss class because of trekking, because there's no money to transport yourself from one class to another. So, but then that didn't stop us. All we knew was our coordinator is work hard to see that we went to school, so we have to also work hard to give him the best. So that is how I was determined. And when I see my first result, first semester, I got all A's. I got 5.0, and I was very happy. So in 100 level, 200 level, 300 level to 500 level, I was on first class. And my overall CGPA, I got 4.80. That is my overall CGPA that I'm graduating with this 2023.
Thank you. So you can see what we are doing here. This is a young lady here. Her name is Rifkatu Ali. In fact, she's a living testimony. I remember when we encouraged her to go to school, she's lost her hope. She was finding it difficult to read, but she was determined. I still remember where she was sitting every evening, afternoon. She would carry her book. You see her reading and reading and reading. Now, she has graduated. She read law. She's about going to law school. She has second class upper. So just few points, she would have also made first class.
I came here in 2014 as a result of the insurgency that happened in my state. When this insurgency happened and we lost hope of going to school, it started is around that 2013. While we were in school, they said Boko Haram will come and attack our school, and that's how we stopped going to school. Even to write our GSS 3 exam, they have to just call us, come and write. Just wrote the exam, it's not like the school was on session. So after that, we lost hope of going to school. We were just at home, going to farm, staying like that. And the, not just like that, the insurgency started and they started burning houses, killing people. Different things happened. They killed our neighbors, burnt our houses. It gets to one time when they burnt our house, we lost everything. We don't have food stuff, don't have anything. But yet, what we were even thinking, where do we go? Because we don't know anybody to meet or which place to go as a day. So we still kept staying in the house they burnt despite everything that happened. No food, nothing, nothing. But then the insurgency keep persisting. They keep attacking and attacking until get to one extent. Nobody could stay, could sleep at home again. You will see, even when we run to the mountain, they still run and start pursuing us, going to look for people and be killing. So at that instant, we are now forced to leave our village. So we have to even escape in the night, because if you even want to leave in the afternoon, they will kill you. So we have to now escape and leave the village and move to Adamawa State. So when we get to Adamawa, we thought that everything would be okay, being that Adamawa was a bit safe then. But getting to Adamawa, we just stayed there for few months. Then the same Boko Haram terrorists still attack. I could remember the day they attacked the very place that we stayed in, Adamawa State, that Maraba Mubi. I was on my way to farm. Then we now heard the gunshots. And when I heard the gunshot, we were thinking like, oh, maybe it's the soldiers, they are servicing their gun. Only for me to see troop of people running down from home, that they say they entered the village, that there is no way we can go back again. So from there, I could not even go back to the house. The only thing I can remember I took is just the clothes I wore to farm. Could not even go back to carry anything. So just have to be following people. They were moving around in the bush and look for a way to sleep for that very day. So the next day, I was now just moving around, trying to see how I can even see my parents, because I don't even know the direction of which they run to. So I was just moving around like that. So while I was moving around, and I came across my uncle, he was also looking for his children. He don't even know where they run to. So we now entered his bike and moved to Yola. But on getting to Yola, because of what happened, we were even afraid, because the way the thing was even moving, was moving faster. It was not just stopping from one place. It was just moving faster, taking one town or the other. So we now think of which place we go that we live safe, place that we know that we can be safe. Just to make sure we sleep well. We not hear gunshots or anything. We're not looking for a place. So it was while we were searching for a place where we go to get place that is safer. That's when we heard about this place, and that's how I came to Benin in November 2014. So on getting here, I was not even about going to school, because I lost hope of going to school. I've been at home for a very long time. All I was after is place I will have peace, sleep well, and wake up without hearing gunshots, and a place I can know I can get food and eat. So when I get here, and it was assured hope of going back to school. They say I can go back to school, and I should forget about everything that happened, and I can still make it again. So when I came here, I started school in SS1. I now started, in fact, to start reading was really hard, because of the things that happened, the trauma and everything. I was really finding it difficult to read with what happened. But with the encouragement I received here, I was determined. I can remember then carrying books anywhere I'm going. I will go with my books and read. I'm the reading. I don't care about if I'm going here, I'll just carry my book. If I finish eating, I will read. Just reading, just to make sure that I get the best. Because here, the kind of orientation we're giving is we are not allowed to do malpractice in school, or nothing else like that. We are to read our book and pass our SSC on our own without anybody helping us. So because of that kind of orientation, I was determined to write my exam and pass it myself. So when I wrote my first SSC, I didn't make it once, but after some attempt the second year, I wrote my SSC and passed, and I wrote JAM same year and got admission to Edo State University Osare to study law. So when I started my 100 level, I experienced a lot of challenges, fear of how would I make it, especially reading law. I was kind of thinking, oh, how will I be able to make it with the kind of people I made there, because many of them attended very good school and others. And in fact, when I met some of my seniors that in school who even attended good school but are having carryover, I was kind of scared, how will I be able to make it? But because of the kind of orientation I got here, I was determined. I said there are others in the same class that passed, so I can still make it. So I was determined. I was reading and doing my best. So in my 100 level, after my 100 level, when I saw my result, I was really amazed with the kind of grade I got. So I was now encouraged. I was like, if I can have this result, not looking at not forgetting about the fact that many things happen to me, I can still make it. So because of that, I was now determined to work harder and read, not considering the challenges I faced, like in terms of feeding money, in terms of so many things. But I was determined, and I really appreciate God. I was able to graduate with second class upper with GPA 4.06.
First of all, my name is Saminu A. Wakili. I'm one of the victims of the Boko Haram insurgents in Borno State. I came to Home for the Needy Foundation seeking for solace in 2015, early 2015, January 2015. Now, before then, the Boko Haram insurgency, which happened in our state, have made us to run from place to place, and we found ourselves in the region of Cameroon. In that region where we are, Boko Haram followed there, and they were attacking us seriously. And there was a man whose children were already here, who was also in that place. I don't know how his children got here, but then he knew that there was this place existing. So he told me that I can come here, he will bring me here. And my parents were actually against it, especially my mom. The day we parted, she made a statement. She said, "My son, you are going. I don't know whether I will die before you come back, but I don't agree that you go. But now that you insist you want to go and study," and there was no hope anywhere that I can go to school. They can't pay my school fees and all of that. I keep insisting. I said, "Ma, if you can't pay my school fees and I am interested in going to school, you have to allow me go. Whether I'm going to die, whether whatever will happen, let it just happen. But I'm interested to go to school because I can't just remain here." So they allowed me, and I came out. Fortunately, I got here. I got here without anybody's contact. I got here without 1 naira. I came here as somebody that just came for study. And let it be clear that my coming here, I came here as a ashes, but something good is coming out of my life. I came here without meaning in my life, but I'm finding meaning to my life now. Now, I started in JS3, and actually it was tough. Being that I'm not used to the food in the south here and all of that, sometimes I will fall asleep in class and all of that. However, I started and I was doing well. I went to SS1, did well, and all of that, and I passed my SSC exam in 2018. So I got admission into the 2018-2019 academic session at Edo State University, Uzarwe, to study law. And like others said, in Edo State University, Uzarwe, the classes we have are far and distant places, and we use cab to go and all of that. Sometimes we will not have money. These are my colleagues. Sometimes we will wake up by 5. So we will trek down. Before others will come, we will be in class. So before they come, we will dress up, put on our tie, put suit. Nobody knows, and we are okay. So that is how it is. And our daddy has encouraged us. He said, put on the best. Your society needs you. You can give out something positively. And I took it as a challenge, like others did. And we faced the study, and God helped us. And we were able to finish today. And I finished with 4.43 CGPA. I'm the best graduating student in my faculty and in my department. Now, this is all the product of Home for the Needy Foundation. What they give us here is actually the best. They make here like a home for us. Our pastor and all his team, There are many things to us, but one of it is guardian, counselor, and trauma therapists. These are the things that were a major challenge to us. But then they took all of them away. They caused us to be able to focus on our study, and we actually focus. And today, our life is finding place in the society, and we appreciate God for the help.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. We have medical students here. All of you medical students that are doing clinicals, those specialist hospital. Can you stand up, please? Yes. Yes. They are all from here. Yes. They are all from here. And in fact, they'll be graduating maybe next year. These are medical doctors. See them, see them, see them. See them. Look at them, look at them, look at them. There are very many, there are very many. All of them you are saying, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. All these ones, they are doing their clinicals right now at those specialist hospitals. All these ones you are seeing, they are all university students, all of them. A lot of them, more than 40, are in University of Benin here. Some are studying, how many of you are doing medicine there? Can you raise up your hand? Okay. See, okay, this one too. This one is, which level now?
400.
Medical student.
Going to 500.
Going to 500. See, what we are trying to do, we are appreciating every one of you. And those that have supported us. There are persons that, despite what we're going through, they stick to us, they stick with us. They kept helping, they kept supporting. We want to use this medium to thank them and also to plead with our government, federal government, state government, and nations around the world to please come and invest here. This is the best place to invest. Whatever God has given to you that is good, come and invest it here. We are ready to do more. We change lives here. We want to take people from the streets. We want to help those who have no help. That's why it's called Home for the Needy. We don't do anything that is contrary to the law here. We are just changing lives. We're beautifying Nigeria, beautifying the world. You know, we're turning illiterates to become literates. We're turning, people who are in sorrow to become doctors. These are the future of the world, future of Nigeria. Presidents, lawyers, senior advocates are going to come out from here, senators. And one thing I can assure you, when these ones, as they are getting back to the society, you can be rest assured corruption is going to die. Yes. There's not going to be malpractices because we've taught them it's wrong, and they are seeing the fruits. So this place is a home that is a blessing to Nigeria and to the whole world. So we need your support, we need food, we need scholarship. Over 200. In fact, some of them are not here. A lot of them are in school right now. Some are writing exams. Over 200 that are there. We need school fees. Some of them were not allowed to write exam because we have not paid. So we are pleading with everyone that have opportunity to hear this or somebody tell you, trust us. Trust us. This is a wonderful result of what we are doing. Just trust us with your fund and you'll see what will turn the place to. These are the people we are spending your fund to take care of. You can see them. You can see them. These are just few. If you go out, you go around the center, you see children, they are engaged in sports. We have the best basketballers, you can find them here. Footballers, Super Eagles, come here. You will see people, another Okocha, Kanuankwo, they are here. Come to netball. I'm not joking. They are here. They are here. Then you come to table tennis, volleyball, they are all here. They are just waiting to be harnessed. They are waiting for you to come pick them, and then Nigeria and the world will be a better place. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So.